The uniqueness of the patented Euromac2 wall system is the steel cage within the foam blocks, which allows the construction of walls that conform to European technical standards. With the Z-shaped steel profiles within the Euromac2 floor formwork panels, floor elements can be produced in lengths up to 8 meters. The same Z profiles replace the need for rafters in a Euromac2 roof. The large range of elements in the Euromac2 catalogue make it possible to satisfy any architectural design. For example, detached, semi-detached and terraced houses, executive houses, apartment buildings, office complexes, schools and public buildings up to 10 stories, basements, extensions, raft foundations, ceilings, roofs and swimming pools are easily achieved. It is unthinkable today to build without insulating. Conventional external insulation reduces the energy costs. Euromac2 provides thermal insulation and construction all in one. The massive concrete core ensures stability in heat storage. Due to the internal insulation, the rooms are heated first before the heat is stored in the concrete core. With Euromac2, up to 80% of the carcass building costs and heating costs can be saved. This is how a basement is built. First, the pit is excavated and foundations are shuttered conventionally. The strip foundations are reinforced to the engineer's specifications. In the structural calculation, it is checked whether or not a starter bar is necessary. Before the Euromac2 slab elements are installed, appropriate damp coursing measures must be taken to ensure there is no damp rising. The Euromac2 slab elements are produced to length and are placed from foundation to foundation. The supplied steel reinforcing bars are installed in the spaces between the elements. Spacers ease the installation of the bars and ensure the proper concrete casing. To improve the load-bearing capacity, additional steel may be added. For larger spans, razor elements are delivered. These are affixed with isopic plastic nails to the slab elements. As with the cast concrete ceiling, a single layer of steel mesh is sufficient. The foundation slab must be as even and level as possible. Should the slab be uneven, a leveling course must be created before installing the wall elements. The installation of a DPC sealant avoids any rising damp. In very wet ground, additional measures may be necessary. Walls and openings are marked with a chalk line. The installation of the wall starts with a C175 corner element. This is followed by an M175 element. The tongue and groove connection at the end of the element ensures a strong tie. Allowing for the engineer's technical requirements and soundproofing, the corner element can be fitted. After fitting the second C175 corner element, the corner is stabilized. M175 elements are fitted with a bond until the first two rows are complete. Euromac2 M175 jumbo elements weigh less than 3 kg and cover 1.05 square meter of wall surface. Therefore, the shell can be finished quickly and easily. The elements are fitted dry. No adhesive or mortar is necessary. Due to the large dimensions of Euromac2 jumbos, two people can fit a wall area of 12.6 square meters, 10.5 meters long by 1.2 meters high in less than 20 minutes. Euromac2 wall elements are adaptable to a 5 cm grid. For cutting, a jigsaw with a guide is used. It runs along the dovetail profile. This guarantees a clean and straight cut. Due to this, there is little waste. All offcuts can be reused. The second corner is fitted already. Revel in the sight of more than 2 square meters of wall being handled with ease. The patented steel cage within the Euromac2 element allows for fast and easy reinforcement of the walls when necessary, usually only in basements and above window and door openings. Due to the special spaces, little time is required to install the rebar. Euromac2 wall elements offer many advantages over conventional blockwork. The combination of external and internal insulation eliminates differences in temperature within the room, providing a superior living environment. The slimmer, top-quality insulated wall construction allows for an additional 6 square meters of finished floor space compared to conventional one-family house. Check for a proper bond with the load-bearing internal walls. Remove the tongue when using previously cut elements at the end of the non-cut element. The same goes for installing internal walls. For best results, use a simple carpet knife. With the Euromac2, you create a continuous monolithic wall without any cold bridging. Wall ends are closed with end wall stoppers, so no conventional shuttering is necessary. To connect the internal with the external wall, a C175 corner element is used. The patented and adjustable DD and DG elements allow any angle between 0 and 180 degrees. So that you have complete freedom in the design of your house plans, Euromac2 has a patented solution. Elements of the DS type allow the easy creation of round walls and towers. Like all other elements, they are fitted dry, one on top of the other. Imagine how long it would take to fit such a wall with conventional blocks. On our building sites, the wall elements are handled without any physical exertion. Thanks to Euromac2, you will experience no back pain and no calluses on your hands. The openings must be bridged to stay within the 5 cm grid. Place the first strut in a corner and directly to the corner element C175 of the first row. Push the fitting timbers behind every strut into the dovetails. Drill a hole through the middle hole in the strut into the slab. With these special concrete screws, you don't need any dowels. The struts are fixed to the wall with supplied wood screws. Check the plumb of the wall using a spirit level. You can adjust the wall with a tensioning screw. All accessories like struts, screws, timbals, bolts are supplied by Euromac2. This display demonstrates how the struts are affixed to the wall through the pre-drilled holes. Now you put a strut on the opposite side onto the C175 corner element on the first row. Tighten a cord from one corner strut to the other and align the strut in between. Also place struts on both sides of all windows and door openings. The maximum distance between the struts should be 1.7 meters. Conduit pipes can be easily fitted before pouring the concrete. Waste pipes can also be integrated. After all struts have been fitted, all walls are aligned straight and plumb. In record-breaking time, the rest of the walls can be fitted. The Euromac2 elements, L175 type, act as high insulating shuttering around the ceilings to avoid cold bridging. Due to the sophisticated Euromac2 building system and the XXL-sized Euromac2 elements, the average fitting time of each square meter of wall is only 9 minutes. In the next step, you can see how easily window openings and lintels can be created with the Euromac2 building system. For building a lintel, use two M100 wall elements and insert the Euromac2 lintel board. fit the spaces and put in the lintel reinforcement bar. To ensure that the lintel board fits plumb, remove the top 3 knobs on the stopper. The Euromac2 wall system, together with the end stoppers, lintel boards and ceiling shuttering, prevent any cold bridging whatsoever. In a conventional detached house, these cold bridges could add up to over 30 square meters. The lintel will be conventionally supported before the pour. The crossbar ensures perfect alignment. Ceiling supports and joists are created as easily as door and window lintels. Before fitting the L175 ceiling shuttering, check the ceiling positioning drawing to see how thick the ceiling is. Then cut and fit the shuttering to that ceiling depth. Remove the knobs on the inside of the last row of blocks so the ceiling elements lie flat on the wall. Due to the unique patented steel cage, the Euromac2 wall elements can be poured floor high in one go, delivered with a concrete pump. Start pouring in one corner. It's very important to ensure the right slump of the concrete. After filling the concrete in one corner to ceiling height, continue pouring on the resulting slope until all walls are filled. Ensure the right slump so the concrete can't creep over the parapet. After the basement is poured, the Euromac2 ceiling elements can be put in place. The ceiling elements are supplied cut to the length from the supplied floor plan. Riser elements are placed in the middle of the Euromac2 ceiling elements. The patented Euromac2 ceiling system with polystyrene-covered steel Z profiles can be handled easily. In record-breaking time, you will be able to lay the whole ceiling. With a weight of only 5 kilograms per square meter, you will be able to fit a 100 square meter ceiling in less than an hour. With the good insulation of the Euromac2 ceiling system, there is no need for insulation under the screed. The underfloor heating can be integrated in the pressure plate, thus there is no need for screed at all. With the steel Z profiles embedded in the ceiling elements, they can be laid and walked on immediately. With minimal weight, there is no risk of injury. The bright white bottom of the Euromac2 ceiling elements creates a bright working environment. The bottom of the ceiling can be plastered. Also, timber and plaster boards can be fixed with special screws directly to the Z profiles. The times you have to handle heavy concrete and steel beams are over with the Euromac2. Instead of concrete beams weighing 120 kilograms, sections of only 3 kilograms per meter are fitted inside the ribs. Consequently, there is no need for a crane. Make use of the advantages of a Euromac2 ceiling and get a monolithic earthquake-proof ceiling. Depending on the engineering calculations, the ceiling can reliably take a load of up to 5 tons per square meter. Get ceiling spans of 8 meters and more. Place the anti-crack mesh, the joint angles and the ring beam. Now the Euromac2 ceiling is ready for the pour. The average laying time for a 100 square meter ceiling is just 1 hour. The current record for laying a Euromac2 ceiling certified by a notary is 120 square meters in 17 minutes. Not without reason were the local papers calling Euromac2 ceilings the unbelievable ceiling. The stair opening is shuttered conventionally. The Euromac2 ceiling gets poured in one go. This ensures a solid monolithic ceiling according to the DIN standard number 1045. Depending on the ground environment, the basement can be sealed against dampness with a cold self-adhesive bitumen layer. top end is closed by bitumen and joint rail. Euromac2 drainage plates can be used as protection for the basement seal during and after the backfill. The erection of the next floors is undertaken using the same principle. So you can construct buildings up to 28 meters high, equivalent to 10 stories. You can flexibly choose your required ceiling height. To support gable end walls, the struts are fixed to the ceiling on all 5 points. The roof pitch gets marked with a chalk line. Cut the elements to the desired pitch and create purlin supports. The gables are poured from bottom to top. The additional shuttering normally associated with conventional blockwork is not necessary. The Euromac2 roof system. The maximum span between the purlins can be up to 5.13 meters. More information about this can be found in the manual. If necessary, the Euromac2 roofing elements can be cut slanted on site before placement. Counter battens are screwed onto the Euromac2 roofing panels with special screws affixed to the steel Z profiles. Trim the roofing elements at the verge before fitting them. By using compression tape, you achieve an excellent air and wind tightness. Molded-in markers show you where the Z profiles are, both on the exterior and interior of the panels. Fix the Euromac2 roofing elements with special screws through each Z profile into each purlin. After the elements are fitted, fill the drill holes with builder's foam and cover with the supplied waterproof tape. The fascia is also affixed to the Z profiles. The Euromac2 roofing elements are slotted into each other with a tongue and groove system. Depending on the roof pitch, it is recommended to cut the elements with a mitre for the ridge. Alternatively, insulation wedges can be used. The joints of the ridge get filled with foam. The ridge area must be additionally sealed. Markers on the inside show the position of the Z profiles. Buttons for internal cladding can be fixed onto the profiles. Joist beams for roof windows can be integrated into the roofing system. A steel square gets fitted as a support for the roofing elements. Trim the elements accordingly to provide space for the joists. And fit them on the steel squares. Also, dormers can be integrated with the Euromac2 roofing system. Joints in valleys are sealed conventionally. Tape all joints between the Euromac2 roofing elements with the self-adhesive tape supplied. The Euromac2 roofing system is very robust and stable. It is engineered and tested to withstand snow loads up to 550 kilograms per square meter and combines rafter, insulation and vapor barrier all in one element. With no extra rafters, there is no heat loss or heat impact, and the top quality insulation gives a comfortable room climate, warm in winter, cool in summer. There are no cold bridges in the Euromac2 roofing system. Placing the roof elements is not difficult. The average weight of one roof element is 25 kilograms and allows a placement without lifting gear. Through the combination of vapor barrier, insulation, rafters in one element and the ease of handling, time and costs can be saved up to 60%. The patterns are fixed according to the specifications of your tiles. Any kind of tile or roof cladding can be used. The ridge batten is fixed with conventional fixing. Fascias are screwed to the Z profiles. Also, the front of the fascia board is fixed to the Z profiles. The gutter hangers are fixed to the fascia. Now the tiles can be fitted. Before fitting the ridge tile, a leak-proof profile is fixed. you will realize that all screwed connections with the Euromac2 roof system give a much better friction lock than connectional nails would offer. As you have already become accustomed to see with Euromac2, the internal cladding is affixed in no time.